Hello.
We're live.
Hi, everyone. How's it going? It's
the 3rd of September.
you were making a face. It really threw me off. Hi, everyone. It is September 3rd, 2019. Welcome to Game Ranks Live, the show we do every single week here, every Tuesday, 4 p.m. on the East Coast. We talk about the newest games. We talk about the newest gaming news. We talk about what we're playing, how we shoot the shit. A couple of garbage boys over here. I'm Jake Baldino. I'm joined, as always, by Andrew Gebbia.
Hello.
On the special guest couch, the casting couch, if you will.
Oh, boy.
Are we allowed to call it? What is with the casting couch? What is that?
From porn.
Yeah.
Is it just porn?
Yeah.
Is it just where the people have the sex?
From backroomcastingcouch.com, I
Why
assume.
Why did I
Is this what
miss
you want
that?
to talk about right now?
Yeah.
I got yelled at for saying fuck.
Stop. I'm also joined by Tom on the
Hello.
board. Tom is running everything, so if anything goes wrong at all...
So you forgot to bring my microphone back because we used it for the Seattle Friday show.
Yeah.
And I'm using one of your Because Video Games mics, and this is the tallest mic stand I've ever
Oh, is that
had.
why you're like up in the
It's
ceiling?
so tall. Because usually, like...
I think we
Like
have
this.
them like this when we
Yeah.
when we do the podcast.
What can I say? I'm a microphone fiend.
Anyway, we're
Hip-hop
doing this.
reference.
We went to PAX.
Yes, we went to PAX West 2019 over the weekend. And first things first, I think what we want to say,
That kid needs to relax.
the kid who we just hid for spam,
Yeah.
because his garbage comments.
Yeah. Sorry.
Where was I?
PAX.
West. The first thing I think we definitely want to say is thank you to everybody who came out.
Yes, thank
we
you.
met
So many people.
a lot of people, more than I expected, and every single one of them was really cool. Every single person I could have vibed with, I could have hung with, could have chilled with. And it was really great to meet you guys too. And we also got to talk to a lot of people for feedback and stuff. And
Like to hear what you like to see.
yeah, like what type of genres they want to cover, like what videos they do watch, what videos they don't watch, and stuff like that. So I think it was a pretty fun trip.
It was definitely a fun trip.
Also,
Yeah,
it was
had a
your
blast.
it was yours.
Andrew's first time in Seattle.
Yeah, and your first
was.
PAX West.
My first PAX
Baby's
West.
first PAX West is.
There were too many hills.
There are a lot of hills in.
You should have seen the
GT.
Murder Hotel.
Too many hills. But they have Jones Soda fountain. Which is
The hill I had to go up for my fucking Murder Hotel after you guys
you mean
left.
the mountain that you climb, the straight
Like
wall that,
that.
you climb?
Like it's one of those ones when you're walking up it and your body's angled forward so you don't fall.
We are going to be talking to you guys here because like Max J says he loves some sort of New York tri-state meetup. He's down in Philly, but he's in New York a lot. Shout out to him. Shout out to Philly.
So I'd say New York doesn't have a good game convention.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta say that Long Island one was pretty good, but there needs to be So what is there? What else is there? What's the one in Brooklyn?
Well, there's Play NYC,
Play
which
NYC.
changes every year.
Yeah, Play NYC's getting
bigger.
better. Yeah. There's New York Comic Con, which is huge, but that's not our demo.
Yeah.
Or it's like half our demo.
I think I see a game a year there.
Yeah. A game. You see, you're on your A game. when you're there?
Always. No,
Anyway,
no,
As soon as you said a
Yep,
game,
sorry.
I knew where he was
Sorry.
going.
How about you shut up?
They're so bad. I just know now.
Also, yes, bro dude says, grizzly bareback, yes, tasty. I don't know what he's talking about. I think he's referring to you, Andrew. You're like the grizzly here,
Oh, am I?
or the bear, whatever they call them. I figured out what you look like.
What's up?
I figured out not anymore. I figured out what you look like. I said you don't look like Obi-Wan Kenobi anymore. You do, but you look like him in Attack of the Clones. Not Revenge of the Sith, but Attack of the Clones, where he's got
The long hair.
The long hair.
Yeah. Not as cool looking as.
No, but you look like you're gonna go to Camino and
Well, I'm trying
inquire
to.
on some clones.
I'm going for the whole mountain man thing where I just don't do anything.
That
I don't
must be nice.
shave. I don't do this.
We also got people. We got Shamal from Sri Lanka. Hello, nice to see you here. That's really cool. We always have new people watching. Did you read that? Did you see that in the chat? There's a lot of good shit in the chat.
Sorry.
Okay, so I think PAX aside, everything, the things that we've brought back from PAX. I don't want to go first.
Well, the panel we did will be up here relatively soon, sometime this week.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, I'll post a link.
We talked about a lot of
week,
stuff in depth there.
Yeah.
We did. We talked a lot about Avengers. You guys talked about Disintegration. What else did we talk about? Andrew talked about Playdate a little bit.
Oh, so cool.
That'll be on youtube.com/GameRanksTV. If you go on the main channel page, of our channel, scroll down. There's a playlist there with all these live show episodes, and we'll toss it on there, I think.
Yeah.
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 That's what we did for East.
We went in depth
fun.
on stuff. I definitely want to touch on some of those things today.
Yeah.
But we're not going to spend as much time. So if you want to hear more, definitely consider going there. Who wants to go first about something that they brought back from PAX? Show and tell.
Wait, like stuff I physically brought back with me?
No.
I played
can't talk about
I played
that.
the play date.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
was really cool.
Yes.
That's that new, for those of you that don't know, like that new, it looks like they took the Pokemon Yellow Game Boy Color and just shrunk it down.
It is
Yes.
way smaller than you would expect.
Yes, way smaller. But you touched it, right?
Yeah.
How solid did it feel?
It felt very hefty.
Right? And wasn't that speaker louder than you expected it to be?
Yeah.
Right?
One might call it a sturdy boy.
Yeah, but I got to play that just one game. The game was fun. Talking to, I think, one of the devs. He was just talking
Was
about...
it the Apron Dad?
Yeah. Was that Dev?
Oh, no. What did I do?
He was just going off about how he... Not going off, but like telling us how they didn't want to release this thing that came packed with like 100 games because it come off as like one of those cheap things you would get at like like a toy store.
Yeah.
So they're doing the season. So every week there's a new game for 12 weeks, and then a few months later there's like a new season. And the one game I played was actually it was weird because it's very simple in design, but extremely challenging. Like I didn't beat it.
It's very interesting
But
because
it was
like
cool.
people shit on it, dude. Like people shit on this thing, but like it's different.
And
It's so different, so that's why I'm curious.
There has to be room in the space for new video game tech. Like there has to be.
Even
you know
if
what I mean?
even if they might be a little, I think it's a little expensive. But
it is,
I like
but
the
I
idea.
think it's so expensive because it is like a brand new
Different
type of
proprietary
exactly.
tech.
But it felt nice in my hand, like it felt solid, and it also felt like something that someone like made in a machine shop, like in their garage. You know what I mean?
What is the outer material? What is that shell?
What was that, Tom? Like,
It
just
felt
like
like
a hard,
plastic, like
yeah,
actual like molded plastic.
but like a good like it didn't feel cheap or flimsy. The crank I thought felt really good as well. I'm gonna buy one. Like
crank felt good.
As soon as these go for pre-order, I'm buying one. 100%.
Yeah, I'm trying to get a picture into it, but it's just not working
all
because
good.
the browser is shit.
Oh well.
Tom, what did you get to check out?
I played Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah, you did. So I've been raving about this. I was pleasantly surprised by this, man. What are you thinking?
So I
'Cause
don't
you're
like
not a
the
fan.
original game.
Yeah.
I think it's very weak. I think the nostalgia is misplaced, but this is not the time or the place for that. I do like what they've done with it. Like they've made it a lot more active. It feels a lot like a cross between Kingdom Hearts 3 and Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
With more like you hit, I forget which button it was, but when you hit it, everything slows down. You go into your tactical mode.
I fucking love that.
Yeah, see, that's when you're able to not just do your attacks, but you're able to do like, sorry, the cuts on this are weird because this is from their E3 presentation.
Yeah, it's a promo thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so being able to like pause it for a second, well, not pause it, but slow it down enough to be able to tactically go in and like decide like, what am I gonna do? This guy's weak against like thunder because we did that opening segment when you and Barrett are going in. You're going to go plant the bomb on the Mako
Basically
reactor.
do terrorism.
Yeah, you're gonna go do your eco-terrorism, and you go in there, and like the combat itself was really fun, and I really liked it. It did the same thing that Kingdom Hearts does, where if a guy's up in the air, you don't have to, like if you knock a dude up and you keep hitting square, I think. Cloud will just jump up and join him, like in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to jump up and then get him like a Devil May Cry type deal.
I really love that it didn't lose its RPG identity, where I feel like I like Final Fantasy 15 a lot, but I feel like a lot of the combat lost some of the vibe I wanted. I feel like it's the perfect marriage of like old Final Fantasy 7 and some of the new stuff of Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah.
Because I was bummed at first. I'm like, why isn't this turn-based? I wish it was just turn-based. But I'm down with it. And I'm glad you finally got your hands on it.
Yeah, I'd much rather have this than like another turn-based one because we already have that. I'd rather something new and fresh.
Yeah.
So I'm glad they did this. Like this whole thing, like going around targeting, like that's how you use your magic stuff. It's really cool. I like it. We talked it to death at E3, so I didn't want to go too much into it now. But yeah, I played that. It was really fun.
Should I go on to should I touch upon Avengers, you think?
Yeah, let's touch on it.
So I got to see Avengers. We got to actually play it with our hands. We got to play this opening tutorial mission thing you see here. And it needs some time. It's a little rough around the edges. The frame rate is rough. The anti-aliasing is not hot. Like it doesn't quite look like this on screen.
Do you know what it was running on?
I believe a PS4.
Yeah, they were
Pro
PS4,
or PS4?
They were the dev kits, so they were like PS4 Pros with like a weird sticker on top.
Right. Just curious.
It is fun. my big question is that combat good enough to last in other scenarios? Where this is like a very scripted, quick, action-packed set-piece scene type of thing. But like when there are bigger areas and you're just running around doing combat and grinding to get new gear and upgrade your character and stuff, are those combat mechanics still going to be fun? And that I don't know, man.
Tell you what was fun was picking up a dude as Hulk and then left triggering it to aim and then right triggering it to throw that dude.
Throw him off a bridge that is famous for people using it to kill themselves. Yeah. So that's definitely that's a finishing move by Hulk. Hulk honestly was my favorite to play. Just like watching the gameplay, like he's like obviously it's the most interesting right now. But what I liked about it the most is that they were like, hey guys, we know that. They were very much like, we know when we showed it at E3, people are like, what is this game? So they were willing to answer almost all of our questions. And we got a lot of information on just how it actually plays.
Yeah, like the Q&A was actually longer than the demo session.
Yeah, so it's essentially, and we've known this before, but there's two mission styles. There's regular story-based missions that move the plot along. That's the campaign. And then there are Warzone missions, which you can replay. And they have story to them, but they're essentially more like a mission you can drop in with multiplayer with friends.
Oh, okay.
And all of these missions, you can change the difficulty and go back and play to get a chance for getting higher loot. Loot is a colored system similar to so many other games, where there are rarity levels and they have perks attached to them that change how you play a little bit. They do not really have a cosmetic effect. It's more just about your abilities and stuff. There is a skill tree as well, and skins are going to be available to be unlocked. And it seems like the only microtransaction is you can buy skins.
Yes.
They're going to be adding characters and new adventures, and that's all going to be free. Honestly, my big question still is, like, the budget's there, the action's there, the music's there, the sound effects are there, the graphics are there. Is the combat going to be fun? Because it's like that's like what this game is relying on here, man.
Yeah. Like, is the gameplay going to be good?
Yeah. So that's my big takeaway. That's like the spark notes of what I had to say. I will be talking about it more, obviously, especially if we upload the PAX West panel, because there's a lot to say. But I have a whole notebook full of things. So as the game gets closer to release, we're going to be able to break it down for you guys.
Yeah. No. I was pleasantly surprised by it.
Yeah, I think you being probably the most skeptical.
Yeah.
Let's catch up with some super chat as well.
There's
There's quite a few. So we have Slurp the Cake. He says, am I the only one who thought Cyberpunk's gunplay looked weak? We will get to Cyberpunk in a few minutes, I believe.
Yes, we will.
Max J said, thoughts on CD Projekt Red becoming a dual franchise studio. Thank you for the super chat, both of you guys. We can talk about that, but briefly, I think that's a good thing. I mean, I feel like they are financially sound, at least the way they have things going in Poland. So if they can do it, they can do it. JHack612 is his first time watching in a while. Thank you very much for the super chat, man. We really appreciate that.
He actually says, fun fact, if you have notifications on for Game Ranks and have the pop-up on your phone, you can watch the live show even if you miss it before it's even archived and uploaded on the channel.
Yeah, that's how, it took me a while to figure that out because
I didn't know that.
We'd get comments on it before I dropped it into that playlist. So that's what that is.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, thanks for that, dude. Thank you guys for the super chat. Hello, regular chat. A lot of people asking about, Bro Dude asks, oh, sorry, there's a lot of chat right now. Sorry, blanking.
What are you looking for?
I'm just going through chat.
Oh, okay.
I was looking for something good to talk about. What's next? Do you guys got any other last minute things from PAX West?
Well, Tom, you've been playing something, right?
Oh yeah, I played some games. I played Creature in the Well this week.
This is cool, dude.
Yeah, so this is the, I guess it's dungeon crawling and pinball, I guess is the elevator pitch. We played this at PAX, I played it at PAX East and talked about it on that panel. Mm-hmm. I played it on Switch, it's also going to be on PC, and so far, it said I'm 40% of the way in. Like, it doesn't seem like a super long game.
I love the look of it.
Yeah, it looks really cool. There's very minimal story. I was talking to the dev at West because I couldn't figure something out, and I wanted to ask a question because it's not out yet. And he was saying that like he's into that whole thing where like they didn't want to do too much guidance. They wanted you to like kind of explore and figure everything out on your own. And it's basically, like, what you're seeing is what it is. Like, you're dodging. It turns out that when you stand still too long, that's like your downfall. Like, when you, this is the early game. This is literally the intro dungeon. I didn't want to show too much, but it's like you have to keep moving. Eventually, there will be a bunch of stuff just flying at you and like trying to kill you, and you throw one of these pinballs at dudes, and it will charge up with their energy, and it will like you have to catch it, or else it will hurt you too.
Okay.
Yeah. And like you're upgrading your dude, you're finding secrets and weapons and whatnot. Like you eventually get all sorts of stuff that change the way your projectiles work, like with impact or with like some of them you get a line that shows you exactly where it's gonna go. So like speed and power and all that stuff. It's been super interesting so far.
I have a question. I got to watch at a pre-E3 thing. I got to watch someone play through like a substantial portion of the game, and it looks like it gets really hard.
So here's the reason.
That?
There's a reason I'm showing the early stuff is because I didn't want it to show me getting my ass kicked over and over again.
So it does get challenging, but I think in a good way.
Oh yeah, in a cool way. Because like it's one of those things that once you figure out how to stop it from beating your ass, like once you understand the combat and the mechanics, like once things click, it becomes super rewarding. So yeah, so far, liking it. It comes out next week. I'll be playing more of it this week, so I'll have more to say next show.
Someone in the chat said it's actually coming to Game Pass. I got to look into that.
Oh, word?
Because if it is, I'll be playing this the day it releases.
That's
yeah,
good to know.
because there's some cool stuff like puzzles like this where you need to make sure it bounces off the stuff and like in one shot to like open doors and whatnot.
That's really cool.
People are asking in the chat, like Rushing War, what game is this? This is called The Creature in the Well.
Yeah, this is going to be on a few things soon. I know, definitely. I'm playing it here on Switch. The one thing I will say, and I've seen other people with the same complaint, is these when you're going for precision shots, the Joy-Cons are really bad for it.
Yeah, I could see that.
Because the radius on it is super weird. I want to try it with the Pro controller.
Yeah, I'm curious to see if it's better with the Pro controller or if it's just something that, like, a part of me was like, oh, is this a mouse and keyboard game?
Oh, I don't think so.
No.
But I think definitely like a controller with a like a good pair of analog sticks.
Okay.
Because, man, like you see me finicking with like that little arrow.
Yeah,
it is hard to dial it in properly. Whereas I feel like with a better pair of thumbsticks, it would work way better. So I'm going to try that out this week, and I'll report back next week.
Well, I mean, if it's on Game Pass, I'll be playing it on an Xbox, so I can let you know how it works with an Xbox One controller.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I have Game Pass. I should try it there, too. Anyway, yeah. You guys play anything else?
Yeah, Control is really good.
Control?
Just wanted to share that. I wasn't here last week to talk about this, so just like, you guys talked about it, so I don't want to talk into depth,
Tom
right?
went in depth with it.
I played way more of it. I'm almost at the I've almost gotten every achievement in it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. It's very, very satisfying. If you've if you've heard people praising it already, I definitely just want to echo that. I think we need games like this. I like single-player games, first of all, but I think very weird, strange ones is where the writers get to just do whatever they want.
I desperately want a sequel because a Control 2 has the potential to be the X-Files game I've always wanted.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting world building going on in it.
Yeah.
You know, especially even like events before that I'm really, really interested in. I also think that this game is like an incredible... See, Tyrell Waiters in the chat says, Control's visuals are amazing. I love how trippy it is. I do too, like from the way cutscenes are edited to the font choices that they go for.
Yep.
Which is like a thing that I'm interested in, weirdly enough. Also, the level of destruction, I think, is something I did not expect, and I think it's absolutely amazing.
There are times when it feels like a next-gen game running on current hardware.
Yeah. The way walls blow apart, papers fly around, floor tiles, ceiling tiles crumble. It's really, really, really fun to watch, and it's fun to go through a battle in a room and then look at the devastation afterwards. That's like a really satisfying thing. I did also get to see it running. Friend of the show, Jimmy, shout out to him, Jimmy Champagne. He had it running on with RTX, so he had the ray tracing on and stuff.
Had a look.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
it's looking real good.
I still have some time I want to spend with Remnant before I move on from that, and once I move on from that, I'm gonna jump into Control.
Who is it? Jack and Fitz says the giant font that pops up in a new area scares me every time.
I love
me too, because it's like boom, and I'm like, where am I? Is this new? And then it goes boom, and I go, oh shit, yeah, it is new.
It makes that cool noise too.
I think it's just a really, really effective game in a lot of ways. Even just sound design and feedback of the powers. I think the powers feel really, really great. Somebody asked in the chat why we're not talking about Jedi Fallen Order, because there hasn't really been any info out about it lately.
Yeah.
But what I will say is that for me, I know I'm a big Star Wars fan, but for me, just the way these powers feel so good in this game, Jedi Fallen Order is fucked. Because like it's hard to get powers to feel this good and this satisfying, from the way the controller vibrates to the way the sound works to the speed at which it happens to how easy it is. All of those things kind of form a perfect storm for the powers working really well.
It makes you feel super powerful too.
Yes. Like, did you notice that man literally get smashed through concrete? Are you kidding me? Braden V asks, is this a horror game? No.
There's like some like
horror elements?
Yeah, like there's some creepypasta stuff in it and like the documents, but not really.
Yeah, and there's, some imagery is haunting, I'd say that. It's more like cerebral sci-fi horror. If it's a little bit horror, anything, it would be like a sci-fi horror.
Did you finish it?
Yeah.
It's good, right?
Yes. Oh, yeah. I think...
It's not super long either.
No, I think it also doesn't totally stick the landing.
Oh, no.
But I will say that I got a lot of life out of this game, man. Like, I dicked around this amazing, like, building for a while. All the side stuff. It's not, like, super duper rewarding in the sense, like, the gun mods I was kind of bored of by the end. I'm like, I don't need to go hunting for new gun mods. But when I turned a new quarter and went to pursue one of those things, I also got, like, a new interesting thing out of it. Like, a lot of the side stuff isn't half-assed. It's completely, like, well-designed. Also, is this not a Magneto game? Did you see the way she just hovered and lifted up all... I know she's not lifting metal, but, like, it's like the Magneto game that I've always wanted. Yeah, Control is cool, man. That's all else I can really say without sounding like this, like, shill fanboy.
Nah, it's great. I like it a lot.
Hit Smash Face also asks, any glitches? Haven't really seen any. I think I had one quest pathing issue.
The only issue I've had is like some performance stuff here and there, but they said yesterday they're actively working on that.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Other games to talk about. Do you want to talk? We could talk a little bit about Gears.
Sure. Let's talk a little bit about
So,
Gears.
gonna have a before you buy up tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know the embargo was up.
It is up tomorrow. I've been grinding through the game. I'm almost done with it. This footage we have here isn't spoilers. It's literally the early part of the game. You've seen it all in trailers. Although I've noticed that Gears of War fans are very sensitive to spoilers, even if it's just literally like an environment.
You mean Marcus Phoenix is in this game?
Yeah, Marcus Phoenix is in it. He does not know what to do because they didn't kill him. And he's like, why am I still here? But what I can really talk about right now is unfortunately just the multiplayer. And I think it's satisfying. I'm also not diehard to the point where I can go back and tell you the ins and outs of every Gears and how it feels, because the last one, multiplayer-wise, I played hardcore was two or three. I've just dabbled in the other one, so I don't have like this big, deep opinion on it. But it feels a little, it feels chunky, which is what I like. But it also still is very much designed for people who wall bounce and shotgun only, which I think there is a lot of charm to that. The game also is aware of that, so now the arcade playlist is like designed completely to keep people away from doing that. And the people who do play like that high-level play, should go over to, traditional. So that was very interesting. They're very focused on like making the game accessible because they know a lot of people are just going to download it on a whim from Xbox Game Pass, which I think is also interesting. I don't know why I'm ending all of my sentences with a question mark.
Yeah,
but I am.
Preloaded it on Game Pass.
So did I.
Also, the characters are fun. So in Horde mode, like this is gameplay of there are 2 Halo Reach characters available, 2 Spartans, and then there's also you can play as a T-800 or Sarah Connor.
Who looks fucking cool.
Yeah, Sarah Connor actually fits pretty well, and she's badass. I don't know if it's going to age that well, if the movie turns out to be horrible, But
Movie does look really good.
the new trailer is better. The first trailer freaked me out. This trailer looks better. But Gears of War, I'd say just honestly keep your eyes peeled for tomorrow. That's where I can give you the meat of it. We did do a 10 new things video.
Yeah, it went up yesterday.
That I put up
right?
yesterday. 10 new things in Gears of War 5 versus Gears of War 4. And there's a lot of I think fairly new information there, or at least information unless you're super hardcore into the game you didn't know. So I'd say go check that out. Why are people yelling at me in the chat? What did I say?
I don't know.
Okay. Yeah, I find it satisfying. I also am just glad that the campaign is lengthy. It's also very large. There are areas in the campaign that are 50 times larger than any Gears game. Kind of the idea is like a Metro Exodus. Like it's like only sometimes, and it's just if you want to go off the beaten path and get more stuff. But so far, a lot of it has been kind of empty. I'm not sure what else they're going to do with it. Like I said, I'm not done with the game yet, though, and I can't share all my full thoughts until tomorrow.
Sarah Connor has really weird, big hands.
Well, because she has to hold the big, weird gun.
I know, but this is really funny. Sorry.
I was talking about this at the panel, but they put me in a room with pro Twitch streamer players they're 16 years old and all they do is play Gears of War. And it was really, really hard to play against them and get any footage where I was competent. But every once in a while, my old muscle memory would come back from playing the game in high school, and I would get some fucking kills. But it's satisfying. It's Gears of War. I don't know. I am maybe too generous on these games because I like third-person shooters so damn much, and I'll always just play through a good third-person shooter campaign.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same.
I'm literally Tom was like, "What do you think, man? Should I get it?" And I was like, it's a good adventure to play through. You shoot stuff and it feels good, you know. So that's
Yeah, I texted you about that earlier today.
I'll have something more definitive tomorrow though on the before you buy. So
Cool.
Keep your eyes peeled for that, homies.
Sorry, I just want to say the Great Candle live streams asked, how did y'all feel about the Dying Light 2 footage? If you go back and watch last week's show with me and Andrew,
Yeah,
we
we
talked about it there.
It's good shit. That game's gonna be. I really hope that game's gonna be great. I love the first one. I think what they're doing in this one is so weird and so good.
I'm very excited.
Yeah. Joshua Ansa says, "Where can I find Beautiful Joe game?" I don't know what you mean by that.
Your local
Video
retro
game
game
store?
store?
Yeah, I guess so. And then more like bring it back, you know? Jerry
code?
G says, is it more open world-ish, but I like it as more open world-ish, but hopefully it won't be more bigger and that's just it, bigger and empty. So it's not all big. I think the bigger parts, some of them are a little empty, but it's not the entire game. It's only think of Uncharted Lost Legacy, where there are certain parts of the game where it's it's an open environment and you can drive around and do whatever you want, and then eventually the game will funnel you into a new, more traditional Gears of War scene.
Okay.
So
cool.
there's a bit of both, you know.
Okay. That's like what Metro Exodus did that.
Yes.
Remember?
Yeah.
How they were the open worlds, open areas, and then it kind of funneled you into a more linear, straightforward thing and then back to. And I kind of like that. I think that helps with changing up the pacing. Honestly, I prefer that over straight linear or straight open world.
Yes.
I think I like that a lot, depending on the kind of game. You know.
I'm still just putting more time into seeing if it's worth it.
Fair.
I don't know if there's you bring up Metro, but Metro had a lot of satisfying things sprinkled about. I don't know if there's as many interesting things here. Sometimes it might feel big for the sake of big.
Yeah.
But thankfully it's not the whole game.
Yeah.
So we shall see.
We'll all find out very soon.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes, we will. Because that's an early thing on.
I think it unlocks for Game Pass on
the 6th.
Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's intense. So, with that.
You want to give a code away?
Yes, let's do a code and then let's
Talk some news.
So this code, the way you get this is bring up your shit, bring up your stuff, type it in and redeem this code on whatever. So this is a PC code. Is this Steam technically, Tom?
Yes, that's Steam.
So on Steam, you're gonna redeem this code. Fastest fingers gets it first. Whoever types it in gets it. If you're watching the chat and it's too slow, or you're watching the archive version later on, there's a link in the description below to enter our regular Friday show giveaway, so you're not left out. But here is Remnant from the Ashes. This is a code for a very good game.
This game is very good. I'm still
You've
playing
been
it.
playing nothing but that.
When
for
you came in
last
this,
3 weeks.
when you came in this morning, I was playing it. I'm trying to find that last armor set that I've been.
I have a little money right now, so I might actually pick it up.
It's good. You're gonna like it. Because I know you like looter shooters, and you also like Dark Souls, and it's.
And I've pretty much done everything in Destiny there is to do until October.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very it's good. If you guys are into third-person shooters, like Jake was just saying, he likes playing through a good third-person shooter.
Yeah, oh yeah.
This is a good third-person shooter. It's got cool weapons, it's got cool enemies, bosses are fun. All the armor sets are really cool, and like mix and matching different mods with different armor sets and different amulets and rings and stuff like that. It's cool. It's fun. I like it a lot.
Also,
forward
the
to checking it
procedural
out.
stuff doesn't seem
No, it's
like
cool.
time wasty.
Ali Duck says it's gone. Also, someone else posted it in chat.
Somebody got it. All right. Word.
All right, so we're gonna take a quick break, and then we'll come back in about 90 seconds.
Yes.
I
All right.
use the
Oh, that
bathroom.
reminds me. I
Okay.
got something for you guys, so I'll be right back. Okay, let's take a break.
Yo, and
back.
we're back. Just me and Tom. I really don't know where Jake ran
He
off
literally
to.
said, "I'll be right back," and he's still not back.
Yeah, I have no idea.
But
where he
I
went.
guess we should go back to news. I guess.
We were talking about Gears quick, just to kind of piggyback off that.
Where are you gonna play? Oh shit! Yeah, piggybacking off that.
But Dave Bautista is finally coming to Gears. Not the way he wants, because I know he really wanted to be in a Gears of War movie, but they're making him a playable character in Gears 5, which I think is just as good. Did you watch this? Like, it's about fucking time. Like, I don't know. I just think there's really no other news besides
It's
that, other
it's
than the fact
happening,
that we get to play as Batista in Gears.
which I think is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's cool for us, and I think it's like I'm super happy for him. I know he's been a fan and he's been wanting to.
Oh,
What's that?
Look at this big cookie.
That is a really big cookie. Is that?
why'd you? Where? That by a Stop and Shop? What the fuck?
Hello? I was at Impulse Purchase. I was in 7-Eleven getting you guys iced tea, and
You saw a giant cookie.
I saw a giant cookie, and I spent $11 on it.
Got me cookie. Got your cookie.
You know what? Everybody's like, oh, YouTube money, and people are like, well, when are you guys gonna get Teslas? I just bought this without even batting an eye. all
$11
right?
whole dollars.
I didn't even have to feel this, all right? And I could have bought 2 of them if I wanted to. You want it?
I do actually. Do you have like a fork and knife? I think it's like.
No, we have to pass it around and each take a bite.
Do you really want to do that?
Yeah.
Man, it's only the start of September. We're not even supposed to start doing the weird shit until later in the month.
That's a really really big cookie.
There's a
Our
taste
fault.
of things to come, Andrew. We have some charity
Oh,
drives
it's
to
so
do soon. You and me, locked in this building, 24 hours. No, I'm good.
Tom, come hit this.
No, I'm gonna take another bite then.
Wait. Yeah, okay. I'll eat the chocolate side. I like the vanilla side.
What were we talking about?
We were talking about Batista.
This is coming with Gears of War.
Urgery?
You got chocolate all over your face, by the way, like right here. I'm letting you know.
That's a fucking cake.
Um,
At that point.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think Batista is a cool choice. I don't know, like I don't really like celebrities in games unless
I always think it's fun.
it brings something, and I think like this is
You actually have chocolate on your face.
This is just a fucking pound cake with icing on it.
you're a pound cake. Actually, it tastes like a big ass black and white cookie.
It does.
Which fun fact, this is actually fresh made in a bakery in Bohemia,
Okay, cool.
which is a shithole. So I don't trust it. But I think Batista is one of the good ones. Like I like when it's a dumb action movie star or just something that fits.
Well, he's also been pushing for Gear shit for
Yeah, he
a
wants to
while.
play Marcus Phoenix, which I really hate that it's like we're getting this and we're not getting that. This isn't like okay, like cool, we're getting this. Like no.
It's kind of like the Nathan Fillion Uncharted thing, where it's like, all right, you couldn't get what you actually wanted, but here, this is like as good as it gets. You know, there is an image of him like rendered in game somewhere.
Is he wearing the sunglasses in game?
Yes.
Oh, fuck yeah.
There's another character in the game who's also wearing sunglasses, so like that bothers me. There's a new character introduced in Gears 5 who's like sunglass guy. But like Batista's also the sunglass guy? I don't know.
I mean, I'm just gonna play as Batista. Doesn't matter.
I'm happy. So what else did we talk about?
This is real bad.
Sorry I was gone.
We got that. There's that Call of Duty news.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, we didn't talk about that yet?
No. So what's the Call of Duty news, Andrew?
We are not getting a battle royale mode in what's it called?
Yeah, because people kept asking them.
It was really, I'm just to kind of, like, really quick. It was really funny when we first started the show. There were like 2 or 3 people in the chat that were freaking out about battle royale coming to Modern Warfare. But if they had just taken the time to wait, they would see that it's not.
Yeah.
It's not coming to Modern Warfare. They're not doing it. They said they love battle royale, but it's not going to be here. They are doing like bigger game modes. Is that new? What's it called? Ground War.
Yeah.
They're doing that. That's going to be really big. But yeah, no battle royale.
I'm legitimately surprised.
Me too.
Especially
Um,
after,
Black Ops.
Such a Bobo.
Yeah, and I'm not one of those people that
You just
are
call
like.
Black Ops Bobo?
No, I call Black Ops Blackout Bobo.
That's right, Bobo. I'm not one of those people that are like super. I never really got people that are like super anti battle royale. It's just another game mode.
I played
it's-
PUBG this
Don't play
weekend.
it.
Yeah, like I don't see anyone being militantly upset about capture the flag.
Andrew, I started playing PUBG again. You
You
should
know.
play it with me.
Or I'll fuck around. But yeah, no, yeah, you're not wrong.
Kozucom.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You know,
Yeah.
but it's not launching with it. You know, I mean, if it comes later on, it means that it was an afterthought and that they didn't. It didn't take away from the dev time for the base game, which is why that's the only
Which
thing.
they still have not shown the single player.
I know. But out of the gate, not going to get it. Maybe add it in the future.
This
sure,
game-
but as of right now, no battle royale.
This game comes out in like 6 weeks.
Yeah, very soon.
That's soon.
very soon.
Hello to AJ and Katie in the chat.
Oh,
Yo, what's up?
Also, Nat, thank you for the kind words. Appreciate that. All right, cool.
Hold on.
Great, no-
Fabulous Ties. How about the separation of Destiny 2 from Blizzard Launcher? If you don't do the switch, do you lose your copy of Destiny 2? I don't think you do. I think you hold on to the licenses. I think you just have to manually transfer.
Yeah.
I don't think they can.
Like, it won't work.
That would
but
be horrifying.
Like, you don't have, like, a deadline to do it. Like,
yeah,
you just
no.
move it over.
Yeah, but I actually did it today. It was super simple, very quick. Like you click a button and then you're good.
That would be horrifying if you just lost your game.
Yeah, I don't know if they're allowed to do that.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
In other news, we have
hold-
finally gotten some Cyberpunk gameplay, some fresh. What?
Anonymous chairman says, yo, Rocktober is coming.
Oh yeah.
We got a real one out here. I'm
Yeah,
sorry
we got
for
a real
interrupting
one.
you.
One of the
But
originals.
We got Cyberpunk
No, that's
gameplay,
fine.
right?
Yeah, Cyberpunk gameplay.
15 minutes.
It
This
has
came
dropped.
out while we were at PAX, right?
Yes.
Yes. This
So-
is the stuff that we got to see at E3.
Yes.
Well, a super condensed version of what we got to see
And
at E3. I mean, I have the same opinion of it that I said about E3. So, go back and watch. No, seems cool. You know, they broke down 2 different play styles. There's a Netrunner, and there was the Solo something, which is more of like a kind of like strong arming your way. through
strong
a-
It
solo.
is nice to be able to actually watch it
Strong
instead
solo.
of
Yeah.
half watching it and half jotting down
Furiously
notes
taking
furiously.
notes.
And also
Yeah.
half falling asleep in that very dark and cool room.
Yeah.
That room was so comfortable. But yeah, no, it's I've seen it already, but I still think it looks cool. I like that there are multiple different approaches, and what's cool is that the Netrunner and the solo gameplay that they show here does look drastically different. One is way more stealth, and like you're just like more of like using traps, whereas the solo one is you're running in, literally ripping turrets off of
Doing cool shit.
mounts
And
and
that
like
cool
using
whip
it.
thing.
And, yeah, the whip thing is the Netrunner thing. That looks awesome. Like, it,
Slen182 says, I think he's using my quote, looks like a video game video game.
Oh yeah.
yeah, it does.
What I like about this gameplay snippet is that this one really takes the time to show the real like moment-to-moment shit you're doing when there's not something crazy exciting going on. Like it's not like scripted awesome action scenes. It's more like regular old gameplay, and it feels way more like it shows more that it's an RPG.
Yeah.
And I like that. I also think that it's cool that they showed a little bit of two different playable types. I think the stuff that you can do with a Netrunner is really fun and interesting.
Yeah, I think that's more of the way I'm gonna play, because I feel like if you go the other route, it's just kind of like every other video game, but their stealth stuff, the Netrunner stuff, seems very unique.
Yeah, the amount
You know?
of ways you can interact with the environment.
Yeah,
And like coupled with the fact that like they thought of all those ways, even if you're not gonna play as that type,
yeah,
I think is very, very, very cool. I also think the third-person motorcycle gameplay looks great.
Yes.
I love switching radio stations and stuff like that. But I do want to also talk about, I don't know if you want to go there, but the whole no third-person cutscene thing.
We made a whole video about that. Like if like you're interested in like getting into that thing, I think Falcon made one that went up
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
Days are just melting together. Okay, all right. I thought it was interesting, but if you guys don't want to talk about it,
No, if
that's
you want to
fine.
talk about it,
No,
what's,
I
the,
mean-
what's the gist of it?
Yeah.
It's just all first person, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say like I thought it's a weird shift because the cutscenes we have seen in the past,
Yeah.
I thought were really cool.
Oh, like all that stuff they showed at like E3 and whatnot.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the dev said that it's mostly going to be all cutscenes in first person, but occasionally you'll see your character in first person.
Yeah, they were saying like how they showed him there in the mirror, like you're gonna see him like that, and you'll see your character in reflections and stuff, and but I don't know, I don't lose my mind over little things like this. In my head, the game's still gonna play the same, and if anything, it's just way more immersive.
Yeah. I didn't,
You know what
I
I
didn't
mean?
hate it in things
Yeah.
like Fallout or
Yeah,
not Fallout, Half-Life or
Yeah.
Dishonored or stuff
If
like
If
that.
anything, this would be better because you have a voice.
Yeah.
Like you actually
You have
talk
agency.
in this
Yeah.
game. You're not like
If it can tell a story
You know.
like that.
yeah, like Arno in the first Dishonored. Is that his name, Arno? He didn't talk, right? He
That
didn't
was
get.
on Arno. That was God. Why can't?
Oh no,
I remember?
Arno is Unity,
Corvo?
Assassin's
Yeah.
Creed.
Corvo.
Corvo, I'm sorry.
Corvo Tano.
I'm not a big Dishonored guy, but I know like in 1 he didn't have a voice, and 2 they gave him a voice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. I don't really have. I don't know. I don't have an actual opinion. I saw people in the chat before saying like, then what's the point of customization? The same.
I think there's still a point.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, the same could be said for any first-person shooter, really. Like.
Well, yeah, especially considering it's an RPG. That's your
Yeah.
customization.
Exactly.
Yeah. So, but otherwise, gameplay is cool. I think it's satisfying. You get to see a new world type or area type
Pacifica.
that does tie into the Cyberpunk rulebook lore in a very interesting way and kind of like goes beyond it.
It's also really cool they break it down how it's a like it was starting to be built up as a tourist attraction.
Yeah.
And then all the corporations pulled out.
Pulled funding and then became like a shithole. I just think that's really cool to see like these
feel like
giant hotels and skyscrapers and stuff, but they're like half built and destroyed, and it's just like a kind of like a crummy living situation down on the ground and
Kind of
stuff.
reminds me of the neighborhood I live in now.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother story. Fabulous Tess in the super chat. Thank you for that. Long time watcher, first time live. He says game on. Thank you. Elder as well. Hello, Elder. He says welcome back from PAX. Thank you for the kind words, dude. Hope you are doing well.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate
Thank
that.
So yeah. Any other thoughts on Cyberpunk?
Gabriel Chandler says, how do you guys feel about the change to the Yakuza combat? Oh, sorry.
Okay, so
Yeah, wait, can we, not to like totally, I thought he was going to say Cyberpunk combat. I didn't read ahead because a lot of people were asking about the Cyberpunk combat. I think it looks fun. I think it looks like
There was
an RPG.
There was a
does.
headline I saw yesterday. It's like, don't worry, you could still pick up bikes and hit dudes with them.
Yeah, let's talk about Yakuza for a second.
Well, before you dive into that,
Yeah.
I think I think it's smart to get the idea of Cyberpunk being like a first-person shooter out of your head now, because it's not. It's not gonna have like super snappy, tight.
You're not
like,
getting Call of Duty in Cyberpunk.
Exactly.
It's Deus Ex.
It is.
Yeah.
I would say it's an RPG first,
Yeah.
and then everything else second.
Yeah.
So, like,
Which I'm into.
yeah, like the shooting.
Real nerds show up.
You're right. The gun combat doesn't look spectacular, but it looks like it's there, it's fine, and it gets the job done.
Yeah,
Because it is an RPG, it is not a shooter.
yeah.
I just think people need to like realize that before they get way too excited. April comes and everyone hates this game. Yakuza.
Yo, so
Dude, I don't know, man.
dropped
so
this little
the
man.
so the Yakuza 7 is it? It's not going to be called Yakuza 7.
I think it is.
In Japan, it's not though. It's got a cool
yeah,
name.
no, it has a cool like
course.
subtitle.
They dropped the trailer. We
did.
don't have it right now. We can't show
Dude
it.
looks like a cigarette, but his hair is way cooler now.
It also seems like his hair is significant to his character
which
and
I'm
story.
into.
Yeah, so
I
I'm
bet
okay
you
with
can
it.
relate to that.
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. But the change to combat from action brawler to turn-based, I don't know. I'm still gonna play
Here's
it.
the thing I always liked about Yakuza is that it had like this incredibly corny melodrama and super serious bullshit
Yeah.
mixed with over-the-top nonsense combat. So
Yeah.
I'm feeling like I don't know how like the interplay between those like gameplay and narrative is going to work this
Is that
time around.
balance still gonna work? Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
I
it?
mean, I'm withholding judgment
Yeah, of course.
until I play it because I trust that studio. They
You're also withholding judgment until you finish Judgment.
yeah, which I should do that soon. I should get back to that.
Yeah.
But yeah, so they've been doing weird things, and if they keep going with like the Judgment style stuff and have other stuff in that world with that combat, and they
Yeah.
go to turn based for Yakuza, I'll be totally fine with that.
Yeah, because like at the end of the day, I do like a turn-based combat system.
Does Judgment take place within the same world? Yeah.
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 Oh yeah.
Like
I didn't
you
know
are
that.
interacting with Tojo Clan people
Okay. I didn't know that.
because it takes place like 3 years after Yakuza 6.
Okay.
You know, my dumb ass brain always read it as Toho Clan. I don't know. It's like my Spanish brain. I was like, Toho Clan. I don't know Japanese.
Connor McCullum says, "Does the new Yakuza protagonist even use Suavecito?" Important questions here.
That dude does not slick his hair back at all. That dude is not suave. Let's just say that. I have high hopes for it though because I love those games.
Yeah, I trust them.
Yeah, I do too. I just liked the old school style of the beat 'em up. It made me.
Yeah.
It reminded me of like older games. So.
Yeah, it felt like, because yes, I saw on Twitter someone made a point that they're like, everyone always says that Yakuza is like Japanese GTA, when actually it's Shenmue but good.
Shenmue but good. Hell yeah. Somebody in the chat says, "What the fuck happened to Jake's head?"
What?
What happened to my head? I did ruin my hair a little bit today, but
I don't know.
Yeah.
It looks the same to me.
I know I like that he notices the subtle differences. Yeah. Okay, we got the Great Canada live streams recommending Judgment, except for some bugs.
No, he says it bugs him. They spell it wrong, which I
Oh.
totally agree. 'Cause
Yeah.
yeah. A lot of people asking for Fallen Order news for some
A
reason.
lot of
which we
people have been
don't
asking.
have.
know.
So Jedi Fallen Order, unless something happened while we were live, which could be the case, haven't really seen any new news on it.
I haven't seen anything.
Honestly, now that I know what the game is,
You don't care. You're just
I'm
waiting
like,
for
all
it,
right,
yeah.
yeah, like I don't need to see more. I'd rather experience that for myself. Like I'm in.
Yeah. A couple people asking about Project Resistance, which we talked about on the Friday show,
Yes, Resident Evil,
and we'll definitely be talking about next week because
September 9th.
yeah. So next Monday they're showing the stuff.
Oh, you got a good calendar brain.
Yeah,
I had to
right?
look that up. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, I won't be there. I'll be there Tuesday, so we can talk about it on the show.
Yeah, I won't be there either. So
That's right. Cool.
yep. So we'll talk about it on Tuesday. There's a Nintendo Direct tomorrow.
Yeah, so I was just about to bring that up. Like, just wanted to bring that up before we went.
Because a lot of people ask. People say any predictions for tomorrow's Nintendo Direct. I mean, it's just they straight said it's gonna be like 40 minutes of Pokemon, right?
They're showing off Pokemon. They're showing off Luigi's Mansion.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw people. I don't know if like new Smash character. Are we due for a new one yet?
There's been rumors of one.
Yeah. Okay.
I think it was like an SNK character that like some people were thinking.
Oh,
was.
Terry Bogard. Yeah.
Yeah. So that could be a thing. Who knows? Anything else you'd like to share with the class?
I saw someone. I'm sorry, I missed your name because the chat is being weird.
It is.
But someone asked if we got to play Disintegration at
You did?
PAX.
Yes.
And we did. I didn't
talk
really
about that
know
for a
what
second?
to yeah, sure.
Might as well. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't really know what to expect, like gameplay-wise, because it looked very different from what they showed. But I will say, after playing it,
You came away pretty positive.
yeah, it does feel good. And there's a lot to like, kind of take into account and like be in charge of, and they do a very good job at like just making it easy, you know. So like, do you have your controller? Right trigger is to shoot. Right bumper will command your group of like dudes that you have on the ground, and they just kind of know what you're asking them to do. So if you highlight an enemy and you hit it, they know to attack that enemy. If you highlight on an orb and you hit it, they know to grab that orb. If you know, like it's smart. It's very contextual and knows, like they know what they're supposed to be doing.
It's easy to use.
Very easy
Basically.
to use, but at the same time, it is very hectic. There are different classes in multiplayer, which is really cool. Each class being very different. Each class having a very specific job.
And they all look
And
really cool.
What?
They all look.
They all look really cool. Yeah, and I was gonna say, and you like have to do your job, or else your character does not work the right
Yeah,
way.
you gotta play your role, kind of.
Play a role. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like I was playing like more of a harasser character, and I was spending too much time like on the front lines in the fight, and I kept dying. When really it was more of my job to like get in, annoy the shit out of them, and like dip out. Get in,
Yeah.
annoy the shit out of them, and like dip out. But I would get in there, annoy the
Like
shit
draw
out of them,
people.
and then stay.
Yeah.
And I would get completely annihilated. But I am very excited to give it a shot and play it.
Yeah.
I also think it will take off in like the competitive scene.
They want it. You could tell that they want
Yes.
it to.
Yes.
I found it a little like too chaotic at times.
Yes. It's definitely a lot going on. Yeah.
At least for me. That's a personal taste thing. But yeah.
One more thing that a lot of people in the chat have been saying this whole show. Has anyone played Blair Witch yet?
No.
Not
I'm
yet.
gonna savor that one. I'm gonna play that one silently to myself alone and get scared.
No, before you buy.
No before you buy.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Enjoy a game. Play it. Have fun.
I will. Yeah.
And play
Sorry.
it. I'll play it eventually. It's on Game
All right,
Pass.
we have failed you guys.
Yes.
I was like, I don't want Falcon to do it. So the next giveaway we are going to do, the way this works, fastest fingers gets this first. Whoever redeems it.
Apparently,
apparently
you
someone-
picked it up. When you picked it up, someone saw it, and they redeemed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Wow.
whoever got that copy of Astral Chain.
All right. So somebody probably got this already then. Damn.
People are saying the way you picked it up, it was like tilted.
Oh, these crafty bastards. All right. Well, there's the code. I guess somebody got it already. Shit.
I'm gonna do the thing I think where you remove one character and people have to guess it.
Ooh, make it like a game.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
Yeah,
If
like
you missed out on this, if you're watching later on the archive version on the main channel page in the playlist down there, there's the regular Friday giveaway in the description if you want to check that out. But that's a game. That's a game that is divisive. Some people really love it, and some people think it's a little boring.
Astral
I'll
Chain?
probably
Yeah.
never get to it,
Yeah, same.
but I'm glad that some people are like it.
All right, let's head out.
Where can we find you guys?
I can be found at Twitter and Instagram at Jake Baldino. Shout out to you guys.
Yeah, you can find me
Whoa,
on
I forgot we
Twitter.
have that.
Oh, right here. You can find me on Twitter at Andrew Gebbia.
You can find me at that Tom Johnson.
That Tommy John.
All right, you guys ready to go home?
Yeah.
Yes. We will see you next Tuesday, 4 p.m. East Coast time. We'll be
Yes.
there every week giving away stuff, talking about stuff. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you for the chat for keeping the conversation going. Thank you to the super chat for keeping the lights on. We appreciate all of you guys. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.